So I grew up with this set of twins that looked so much alike. And I'm a twin too, and people say me and my sister look very similar. But these twins, they look so alike. The most similar looking twins I've ever known in real life. And anyway, I'm walking in my neighborhood, and it just so happens one of them is buying a house, near me. And they walk out the house with the whole family. I kind of grew up with them because we played sports at the little playground. And they waved me down, and I was like so excited to see them. Well, I'm still beating myself up for this, but they asked me like which one I was, which twin are you? And so I'm like, I'm Rachel. And I didn't know which sister it was that was there in front of me. I just know I was happy to see them. And I felt bad because I didn't want to ask which sister that was, even though they asked me which one I was. So that's what I've been thinking about this afternoon. I'm like, why didn't I just ask, Because my twin friend, like, she knew that. She was like, I think that's Rachel, like, she knew me, but the mom didn't know who I was. But anyway, that happened. Just some twin things, people not knowing your name and stuff like that. It's all good. I tell people now, and they like ask me my name. I'm just like, I don't really care if you remember my name or not. Just if you just speak to me with love and respect, I'm good. Like, I don't even care. I don't even care. Picked a few cards from my deck, a few love letters from my deck. A few fell out. The first one is more compassion, please. Second one is you have the ability to meet your own needs. Third, give it time. Fourth, defensive. And fifth, justice. And when I read that defensive one, it reminded me of how, like, I'm trying to practice not tensing up in my body and just staying, like, at peace. Like, and that would be the justice energy would be to, like, have faith in your body, have faith enough to relax your defenses. Who are you with no tension? That's what I kept thinking about the last 2 days. That sentence. Who are you with no resistance, with no tension? And there's always, like, tension to a certain extent, but, like, a healthy amount of tension, a balanced, a justice amount, And then it says, more compassion, please, more compassion for your body. It's like your immune system, always on duty, always surveilling the area. And especially when we go to sleep at night, the immune system is on and doing its thing, protecting us from cells, bacteria, viruses, all sorts of things we don't even know. We don't even know what's going on in there. We have no clue. This is a mystery. Let it come and let it be. This is so beautiful, all this little happenings, and then times a trillion, and then they have to communicate with all their brothers and sisters. So it's like, more compassion, please. When you go look in the mirror, make sure you remember who you're looking at. Like, how much intelligence, how much beauty, how much love, and literally physically light coming from the mitochondria. How beautiful, how gorgeous are you? Please, some more compassion. Second one, you have the ability to meet your own needs. You do have the ability to stay in your body and go for a walk and go outside for a minute, be in the lights. I have the 911 nutrition board up there, essential amino and fatty acids. You have the ability to, stack your habits up, and give it time. Give it time kind of goes back to more compassion, please. Giving yourself the time, they say. We all have 24 hours in the day. And it's funny because it's not funny. I mean, it's just fascinating that, like, when we know meditation's good for us, we know that sleep is good for us. When we slow down our brain, our bodies, get into our bodies, we are slowing down time. Give it time. Meditation is helpful for us. Sleep is helpful for us. Beauty sleep. This is like the fountain of youth, is the ability to drop into this calm delta wave sleep state at night and go through that restorative energy in the body. Lots of melatonin, lots of cleanup, It's so beautiful. And it's interesting to know always that as we lose function with our hormones, if we get dysregulated, imbalanced, we will be off in how our brainwaves are going through their different cycles at night. We'll stay on a faster paced brainwave. Our insulin stays up, our growth hormones stay up, not growth hormones, but our on switches stay up at night when we should have the off switches on, related to melatonin, related to the delta wave state. So it's so cool. Meditation can slow down, communicate with the immune system, slow down the brain waves. It's so beautiful. You're so beautiful. Even when you get defensive, you're so beautiful even when you get defensive or angry or frustrated. Like, you're so beautiful when you get sad. All of these emotions that you may be afraid to express, even when you're by yourself, like, those parts of you are so beautiful. Every single cell, every single part of you is so beautiful. And yeah, that's really all I got. I feel like I just want to pick one more random one. Let's see. Haha. What do you do to relax? What do you do to relax? What calms you? I was listening to this podcast the other day, and this guy said to just ask yourself, how do I enjoy this? Whatever I'm doing. Like, I don't necessarily like doing the dishes, but I've been trying to ask myself that question. How do I enjoy this? How do I enjoy this process? Or just chores and stuff around the house. But the question of this was, what do you do to relax? And then like the monks, they practice like relaxing and being in meditation through everything that you're doing. What do you do to relax? I really like to walk. I feel like physical exercise helps me move my energy around. That helps my body to feel more relaxed. But it has been lately for me, how do I find enjoyment in this, in whatever I'm doing, And I feel like that helps me to enjoy what I'm doing, no matter what that is. So, I will leave this here. I know. One of my friends says, I trust. She says all the time, I trust that we will get beautiful sleep tonight. Deep, restful, restorative sleep. The type of sleep that makes you feel like you just got back from vacation. You wake up in the morning tomorrow feeling loose as a goose. Don't get me started. You're ready, calm, anchored, ready for the miracles to happen. My friend says, I trust in that. I trust in my body to heal. Alrighty, I shall go. I wish you the best of luck, of course, always. You can like, share, and subscribe if you would like to hang out and support. But as always, I shall see you next time.